Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a Benford analysis using the ACL software. So we swap into the ACL application, and I'm in the new project that I created in an earlier video, which has a couple of tables in it. There's the credit card transactions for April. So I'm going to do a Benford's analysis on the amount spent on credit cards in April. So I make sure I'm in the right table by double clicking it. I confirm down here, and on my Analyze menu, you see that I have the option to do a Benford analysis about 2/3 of the way down, or a bit more than 2/3 of the way down. So I select that. Just to explain a Benford analysis is the distribution of numbers of the leading digits of truly random numbers. So we're looking at credit card transactions which aren't really properly random. So in actual fact, we're not expecting this to follow Benford's law. However, if I give you a file, it'll be something like a stock file, because stock is probably the most likely thing that you might perform Benford analysis on. So you'll be checking it to see, does it or does it not follow Benford's law. If it follows it, you don't know that there's been no fraud, but you're a little bit more confident that there's been no fraud. If it doesn't follow it, you've reason to be suspicious of the figures. So we're going to do it, as I said, on the April transactions on the credit card. Because we've pulled up the dialog box here, we can see the 3 different numeric fields that are in that table, and we're going to do it on the first of those, which is amount, which is the numeric field that we want. Over here it's saying how many digits do you want to do it on. You could do it on the first 2, the first 3, but for now we'll just do it on the first digit, okay? And you don't need to worry about the more tab. On the output tab, it's saying where do you want your output, on screen or in a file or a graph, or where would you like it? So we'll take screen, and we go back to the main tab, and we say we're happy enough to go with to do the Benford analysis, and we hit OK, and we get the kind of table here which says, right, how many begin with the number 1, how many begin with the number 2, what's the actual count, what's the expected count. And it's kind of hard to understand that, but if we click down here at the bottom of the screen on the graph tab, you can see it much more easily. The purple line here is the expected count, so that's the way you'd expect the numbers to fall for truly random numbers, whereas here you can see the numbers are very evenly spread across the 9 digits, the 9 possible digits. So if this was a stock file and stock count, you might be suspicious of the stock numbers in it. You would copy this graph and put it in your document and say, I've done a Benford analysis. This is what I see. I see that it's not following the expected count, so I'd do some further analysis to ensure that the stock has been properly counted. If you do a print screen, for example, you can copy it into Paint and take a copy of what's in Paint then and put it in your Word document. So the key to it is, does it follow the normal distribution? If it doesn't, you do some further analysis. So that's Benford analysis using the ACL software. Thanks very much.